Now, Israel has stepped up its military cooperation against Hamas in the Gaza Strip, with its ground operations extending into Shabura camp in Rafah. Now, additionally, airstrikes were carried out across Gaza, leaving a trail of death and destruction. According to the Gaza Health Ministry, at least 710 Palestinians have been killed so far. Now, in a miracle of sorts, a month-old baby girl survived an Israeli attack which killed her parents and brother in Gaza's Khan Yunis. The baby was rescued through the rubble of the collapsed building. The military action in Gaza comes even as Israelis took to the streets to protest against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The protesters called on Netanyahu to agree to a hostage deal and a Gaza ceasefire. Israel's President Isaac Herzog has also raised concerns against Netanyahu's actions.
Unfortunately, we are witnessing a series of unilateral actions, and I am deeply concerned about their impact on our national resilience. I call on decision makers to carefully weigh every step and assess whether it strengthens national resilience, especially whether it contributes to the war effort and the return of the hostages.
On the other hand, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt has said that the Trump administration fully supports Israel's actions in Gaza.
Well, the president made it very clear to Hamas that if they did not release all of the hostages, there would be all hell to pay. And unfortunately, Hamas chose to play games in the media with lives. This situation, let's not forget, is completely the fault of Hamas when they launched that brutal attack on Israel on October 7th. And the president has made it very clear that he wants all of those hostages to come home, and he fully supports Israel and the IDF and the actions that they've taken in recent days.
Meanwhile, the United Nations Security Council heard testimony from a former Israeli hostage, Ali Sharabi, who told the council that he was beaten, chained and starved in Gaza for 491 days. He further said that the humanitarian aid in Gaza was misused by Hamas while the hostages and civilians starved.
As an eyewitness, I saw what happened to that aid. Hamas stole it. I saw Hamas terrorists carrying boxes with the UN and UNRWA emblems on them into the tunnel. Dozens and dozens of boxes, paid by your government. Feeding terrorists who tortured me and murdered my family. They would eat many meals a day from the UN aid in front of us, and we never received any of it. When you speak of humanitarian aid, remember this. Hamas eats like kings, while hostages starve. Hamas steals from civilians. Hamas blocks aid from reaching those who truly need it.
Air raid sirens were sounded in Jerusalem and multiple locations in central Israel. The IDF said they had intercepted 2 missiles launched from Yemen. The Houthi rebels have confirmed they were behind the missile attack on Israel.
نفذت القوة الصاروخية في القوات المسلحة اليمنية.
The Yemeni Armed Forces Missile Force
carried out a qualitative military operation targeting a military target of the Israeli enemy south of the occupied Jaffa region with a Palestine II hypersonic ballistic missile. This operation successfully achieved its goal, thanks be to Allah. This is the second operation within 24 hours.
Now, the 3 rockets were fired from Gaza towards central Israel. Al-Qassam Brigade, the armed wing of Hamas, claimed to have launched a rocket barrage at Tel Aviv.